With Halloween just a couple days away, it's time to put the last nail in the coffin for the Halloween decor for this year. Fall's been underway already for a while, so that decor is going to start slowing down. Next up is going to be Christmas decor. I'm going to show you a project that you can whip out really easy with some scrap wood just in time for the Christmas sales. Let's build it. First up, we're going to take just some basic 1x4 stock I got kicking around and did up some quick little square templates on the laser. Let's get this traced out. You know, as the weather turns colder and the evenings start creeping in earlier, there's something so comforting about being indoors. Cozy socks, a hot drink, and that soft glow that only winter seems to bring. And with Christmas just around the corner, it's the perfect time to make your space feel festive without spending hours or a fortune. Some of my favorite quick and easy decor projects involve tea light candles. They're tiny, but they make a huge difference. Pop a few into old jam jars, wrap a bit of twine or ribbon around the top, maybe add a sprig of pine or cinnamon stick. Suddenly you got instant holiday warmth. You can group them on the mantle, line them along a windowsill, or even float them in a glass bowl with cranberries for a touch of country. And since we're spending more time indoors, gathering with friends, sharing food, laughing late into the evening, it's these little touches that make your home feel magical. You don't need to deck every hall. Sometimes just a few handmade pieces, a soft candle glow, and the sound of laughter are enough to make the season shine. So grab some tea lights, a few simple supplies, and a bit of creativity. Let the cold winds blow outside. Inside you got warmth, light, and the true spirit of Christmas. And once you have your tea lights glowing, it's amazing how a few extra details can pull everything together. Try gathering some evergreen branches from outside, or even fake ones if that's easier, and tuck them around your candles for a fresh, natural look. Add a few pine cones, maybe dusted with a bit of glitter or fake snow, and suddenly your table or mantle feels straight out of a Christmas card. The best part? These little projects can bring people together. Turn it into a decorating night with family or friends. Some music playing, mugs of cocoa in hand, everyone adding their own touch. Because in the end, the joy of the season isn't just how your home looks, it's who you share it with. Got this piece of 1x12 kicking around. Didn't use it because of the knots, but it has kind of a interesting grain streak in it. And I figured it would make a decent angel. Just kind of center the body in that grain streak and the lines going through the wings. So let's get this traced out. All right, with this piece, I think it has scroll saw written all over it. So I'm gonna trim this down on the bandsaw and take it over to the scroll saw. Let's see if I can keep from ruining this and having to try to squeeze out another piece here. And as we fill our homes with light and laughter this season, it's also a time to think of those who might not have family or loved ones close by this season. Not everyone has a bustling house or a full table, and that's why small gestures matter so much. Maybe it's sending a card, a quick call, or dropping off a simple handmade tea light arrangement for a neighbor who could use some cheer. Even the smallest spark of kindness can warm a heart more than any candle ever could. So while we celebrate with those near and dear to us, remember to keep a little space in your heart for those that may be feeling alone this season. Because the true spirit of Christmas isn't just about decorations or the gifts, it's about the light we share wherever it's needed most. Not too bad at all. I really am liking this scroll saw for this kind of work. Alright, next one. We are going to borrow the same template that we use for the snowman here. Get that traced out. And we'll do probably what's the most traditional, a Christmas tree. And I do like this grain right here, but it's a little close to the edge, so I'm not going to be able to center it. But I'm going to try to grab as much of it as I can here and get it somewhat in the center of this tree. Okay, I think that'll work pretty good here. So let's go ahead and get these cut out. I think when everything's all said and done, I probably have, I'd say $4 to $5 into each one of these tea light holders, and that is including the cost of the tea light. I'll include a affiliate link down in the description for the tea lights that I use, but these, you can batch them out really quickly if you want to make a bunch of them, or if you're doing something like I'm doing and just making one of each. I think I maybe have about an hour into each one, not counting watching the paint dry and pacing, hoping that it'd go a little faster. All right, here we go. Gonna shoot this stuff up with some watered down acrylic as per normal. I think looking at them, I might just not wipe it off. This is thin enough. That grain should shine through a little bit. I'll go mix up some green. I think that should turn out all right. We'll let those dry, and I am gonna go ahead and do up the bases in something different. Actually got this stuff for another project that I'm currently working on. Not a video, but just a honeydew project. Got some Danish oil. Never have played with this stuff, so figure this might be a good test subject. I can't say I hate it. I think that'll hunt. We'll go ahead and get the rest of these done up. While I was waiting for the paint to dry, I took a little time to do some decorating. Cut some small pieces out on the laser and did a little handy Sharpie work for the snowman. So let's go ahead and get these all glued and nailed together. I'm going to start out with the snowman, a typical childhood delight every season. Move on to the angel, kind of a nice warming centerpiece. And nothing says Christmas like the good old-fashioned Christmas tree. Pretty tough to go wrong with one of those. And we'll go ahead and roll this out with all three of them put together and do a little nighttime reveal. And that's going to wrap it up for this video, my official start to the Christmas decor season for myself. Hope you enjoyed what you saw here, and thanks for watching.